Good afternoon and welcome to Younib TV News at 1. I am Elias Muchina. Today is Friday, September 12th, and we'll be bringing you news making headlines, including the details of the re-autopsy result of Advocate Mbobu Chalo. But before we take a look at this and many more, let's look at the highlights.
Retract these cases and let young people, let innocent people go home and continue with their lives.
You are registered. If you will not be registered, my friend, pack your things and leave the borders.
We've sorted out CBC. We've sorted out maneno ya walimu, hired more teachers.
Welcome. Attorney Matthew Chalo Mbobu was shot 8 times during the incident that resulted in his demise. 2 bullets were extracted from his body, one of which was embedded in the spine. A postmortem examination carried out by government pathologist Dr. Johansen Odur indicated that the shooting seemed deliberate and occurred at close range, with the majority of the shots being fired from the victim's right side. The lethal injury sustained to the neck and the spine resulted in significant internal bleeding, which ultimately led to his death. Here is the story.
And with most of the gunshot coming from the right side of the body, he bled. There's a lot of bleeding because there was a injury to the neck vessels. There was also injury to the spine. In the terminal wound ballistics, there's something called tattooing. Tattooing is if someone shoots you from nearby, you'll find that there will be some associated injury on the skin, which are caused by gunpowder, which is coming out and they're hot. So we could see also tattooing on the skin, especially on the chin. So when you have an injury to the jugular vein, which is a very big vein, it requires someone who is near the hospital to survive. Otherwise, you'll bleed until you die. A total of 8 times, and with most of the gunshot coming from the right side of the body, we were able to recover 2 bullets, which are being given to the investigating officer for ballistic purposes.
It's a very sad thing to see him being killed in such a very heinous manner. It's a terrible thing that happened in our country, that someone assassinated or killed a very prominent, hard-working citizen of this republic, who was going about his business peacefully.
And to other stories, President William Ruto has reiterated his dedication to collaborating with all leaders for the purpose of national transformation and prosperity. While addressing leaders from the Gusii region at the State House, the president emphasized that investment in agriculture, health, education, and policies and programs aimed at job creation will serve the interests of all Kenyans. He urged leaders to prioritize development over counterproductive political activities.
Inflation has come down from 9.6 to 4.5. Our foreign exchange reserves, has grown from $5.7 billion. Now we are at $11.8 billion, the highest in the history of Kenya. We can now have a conversation about resuming roads. We now have a conversation about doing X, Y, and Z, because first and foremost, the base, our economy, is stable. We've sorted out CBC. We've sorted out maneno ya walimu, hired more teachers. We are remaining with almost 20,000 teachers so that we close the gap. Number 3, we have done additional classrooms. And number 4, we have sorted out the funding program, especially for higher education, which was a very big problem. Hawa mahospitali hawataki kuwaambia The truth of the matter is they have never received reimbursement from NHIF in the same amount today they are getting from SHA. That is the truth. As we talk today, we have paid our hospitals about 58 billion.
Kenya iko na great potential. Kenya does not need to play in the third league. Vile amesemwambia nyinyi, 1960 kulikuwa na nchi tatu ambazo zilikuwa katika the same state of economic development: Ghana, Kenya, and South Korea. What is it that the Koreans got right that the Kenyans got wrong? If you answer that question, then you're on the way to solving the Kenyan problem.
Na sisi kama jamii ya Omugsi, na sisemi hivi kila mtu anajua kwamba mimi ndio msemaji rasmi wa jamii ya Omugsi. Sisi tutafanya maendeleo kwa sababu lile lipo, Mheshimiwa Rais. Baada ya miaka hii miwili kuisha, watu watauliza, wewe Raila alikuwa katika serikali hiyo ya broad based. Vitu zimefanyika. Tuambie ni nini ulituletea kama chama cha ODM katika hiyo broad based.
Former Chief Justice David Maraga has condemned the government for the misuse of the Prevention of Terrorism Act to target young activists advocating for good governance. Maraga, who participated alongside human rights activists in court during the proceeding concerning suspect arrested on the anniversary of 25th, called on the Director of Public Prosecution to retract what he termed as unfounded charges.
The DPP's lawyers, they understand very well that the charges of terrorism can't hold. The whole reason why the accused persons who are being charged with those offenses is for them to be detained. It is the state which is terrorizing the young people. If they are not able to raise the bond terms, they are taken to committee maximum prison, where they are now mixed with the suspects, who could themselves now be the persons who are rightly charged with terrorism. What are you doing with that? You are radicalizing these young people. Let the state, do its work properly and stop this issue of terrorizing young people who are just asking for their rights.
Retract these cases and let young people, let innocent people go home and continue with their lives. Even when the cases are dropped, somewhere when they're trying to get certificates of good conduct, when you Google their names online, you see the Republic versus their names, and that is something that is going to be very difficult. So it is important that we emphasize that we need accountability.
All boda riders will soon be mandated to re-register and submit information regarding the specific areas of operation as part of new initiative aimed at addressing increasing security threats in the nation. During a meeting between the political leadership in Nairobi and the Boda Safety Association, it was established that all riders must also do unique uniforms corresponding to their respective location. Furthermore, each boda stage is now required to appoint a leader who will be responsible and may face arrest if criminal activities involving boda riders take place under their supervision.
There's no solidarity in the application of law. Law cuts to one individual. Boda moja huyu ndiye amegongo. Why are we coming in solidarity? Do you want all to face law in solidarity? Law is an individual.
Registration inaanza. Now we'll start by mapping out the stages. After that, we'll roll out the registration. Make sure you are registered. If you will not be registered, my friend, pack your things and leave the boda sector. Kama gari itachomwa area yako, na nyinyi ndio watu wenye wanasimamia area, kutakuwa na crackdown ya kushika each and everyone mwenye ako hapo, ndio mtutolee nani wamechoma hiyo gari, na kama wewe utapatikana ulichoma gari ya wenyewe, utaenda jela, familia yako ikilipa ile gari.
Colors for different stages, so that isiwe kwamba hii stage iko na color blue, umeenda stage nyingine tena iko na color blue, so that you cannot be able to know hii color blue ni stage nyingine ama hii ni stage nyingine. Uwe na certificate of good conduct, ndio uwe utofautishwe na na goons.
My dear viewer, we're going for a short break. We'll be back with more stories. Don't touch that dial.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Residents of Kamailel village in Moshogoi Ward, Baringo South, have organized protests regarding what they describe as a deplorable road network that has isolated them from essential services. They stated that the inadequate roads have made the All Arabel Dispensary and Moshogoi Vocational and Training Center nearly inaccessible, significantly hindering access to healthcare and educating training.
Mimi ni mkaaji wa hapa Motito. Kwa saa hii tuko katika gate ya hospitali ya All Arabel Dispensary ambaye hata mtu anaweza aka tu akiwa kwa gate kwa sababu hawezi ingia ndani. Atapita wapi ndio aingie ndani? Jambo la pili, hospitali ndani hakuna choo. Unaleta mgonjwa unakuja hospitali ukitaka kutibiwa lakini unaenda na maugonjwa kwa sababu hakuna choo. So, Kibruta Kimosop, tafadhali sana. Hebu kuja ututengenezee choo kwa hospitali. Maternity. Daktari, hakuna daktari mwenye anafanya kazi ya maternity. Sasa wamama ya hapa mpaka waende Karandi ndio waweze kujifungua. Hebu tusaidie na daktari mmoja ili aweze kufanya maternity usiku.
Tuko hapa kuungana na wananchi ili kulalamika juu ya barabara ya sehemu hii. Barabara hii ya kuanzia Lamb Main Road yenye naenda Kabel na Karandi na kuja mpaka TTI na kwenda kwa hii villages ya hapa ya karibu haijawahi tengenezwa tangu mimi niingia hapa 6 years. Na ninashindwa kwa nini? Kwa sababu pesa inaaloketiwa kwa county government every year. And this road is not being done.
Hii barabara it's connect about sublocations mingi. Hapa ni Kamailel sublocation. Hii barabara inaenda hadi Kimoriot location, which inaserve watu wengi sana. Inaserve watu wengi ambao wanaumia. Hii mahindi ambayo iko shamba hatujui tutauza aje. Hatujui tutauza aje. Barabara ndio haya. Bei chini. Ni mbaya sana.
Nasema mstaki Bruta kuja tengeneza barabara. Hatutaki kwenda Nyahururu tena. Ninatarajia wakati wowote mtoto na sijui nitajifungulia wapi tafadhali. Nataka nyinyi muinue matawi. Mumesikia? Otherwise bwana Bruta kuja nyumbani Kamura kwanza atangulia na nyumbani. Hakuna kitu hapa.
A dormitory at Cheptenye Boys High School located in Belgut, Kericho County was consumed by a mysterious fire on Thursday afternoon, resulting in the destruction of property of an undetermined value. According to reports, the fire ignited at approximately 2 p.m. with some individual speculating that it may have been an act of arson targeting the dormitory, which accommodates more than 100 students. The evening transpired while the students were engaged in the afternoon classes. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries or fatalities.
Nimechomeka kila kitu, hakuna hata blanketi, hakuna makitanda, sisi dom yote alichomeka.
Kama mimi mzazi, mimi nashangaa kwa nini hii dormitory inachomeka kila siku. Last hii dormitory tumelipa 5500. Na tuchui kwa nini hii dormitory peke yake kila siku every now and then.
Atusaidie kwa CCTV, atuwekee pahali popote juu tulipofika tukaona pahali pengine kuna pahali penye CCTV haiwezi mulika kama huko sahi tumeona tunatania CCTV afiki huko, lakini tunaomba atuwekee pahali popote. Principal, tunakupenda na tunataka exam mzuri kutoka kwako. Si tunataka vitu mzuri.
On matter sports Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya has conveyed his contentment regarding the construction progress of Ithokwe Stadium in Kitui County, which he noted is currently 80% complete. Following an inspection tour, the CS highlighted the pavilion, perimeter wall, and auxiliary works as the key areas that require prompt attention. In addition to serving as a venue for the Mashujaa Day celebration, the stadium will play a crucial role in identifying and nurturing raw young talent from the grassroots level in Kitui County.
Tunataka kutengeneza viwanja mpya katika sehemu yote ya Jamhuri ya Kenya 30 kwa mwaka mmoja unaokuja. Kwa hivyo hakuna sehemu ya Kenya ambayo itaachwa nyuma. We have visited Kitui again, and this is an inspection visit, basically to see the progress of Ithokwe Stadium here in Kitui. And I want to agree with the governor. When I came here the first time, there was nothing. It's a green field, a showground, and we agreed that we will partner together with the county government to make sure that we have this 10,000 capacity stadium. The progress is good. We are now at 80% of the overall works, and we are still on schedule, to ensure that we take over this facility on the 6th of October. We are very happy with the progress, and we have identified areas that require a lot more work, including the pavilion and auxiliary works around the stadium, the perimeter wall, and many others. But we are happy with the progress, and His Excellency the President directed, that we do this facility so that Kitui can host Mashujaa Day, and that is what is happening. We are delivering that promise. So I just want to say that we are happy, and we will continue to monitor so that the remaining works can also be completed in record time.
Yangu ni kumwambia waziri na timu yote ambao ulikuja na karibu sana Kitui. Tunashukuru kwa kazi ambayo imefanyika kufika hapo, na kwa sababu sitaongea tena, once again I would like to request you, ukikaribiana na Mheshimiwa Rais, mwambie tunashukuru sana kwa kazi ambayo imefanyika, na si peke yake. Airport, airstrip hapo Ithokwe inafanywa.
That brings us to the end of our bulletin this afternoon. Thank you for staying with us and for choosing Younib TV. Remember to follow us on our social media platform for this and more stories. I'm Elias Muchina. Have a beautiful day and a wonderful weekend ahead. Goodbye.